All right, are we walking strong yet? I hope so. All right, guys, so this is Module 3. And what we want to talk about today in Module 3 is how to improve your ability to change directions, okay? In the last module with the hip strengthening stuff, we really talked about how those exercises really help you help you to reduce your falling forward, so your body kind of leaning forward like this and increasing your risk of falling forward, and also your risk of falling to the side, because let's face it, if you go to step and you feel like your leg's giving out, you might fall forward as well, okay? So we don't want you to fall. That's our whole deal. This is, teaching you how to walk better, so you don't really have to sit there and do fall prevention. You're just going to walk better, and that makes it so that you prevent falls, right? So if your body knows how to walk better, control gravity better, the muscles are balanced and kicking in, then and have proper balance basically from your feet to your head, that will reduce falls anyway. Okay, so when we talk about changing directions, a lot of people they can maybe do okay, walking like this and they feel okay, but if they all of a sudden have to like move, boom, they're on their face, right? Or changing levels, right? So you go to step off a curb and you're like, oh my gosh, where is it? Because sometimes with MS, your feet actually kind of get numb and you can't feel it, and it feels like I can't even feel my foot on the ground sometimes, and that gets kind of scary. And so what we want to be able to do is train our brain to have the patterns in there when we're in a safe environment, in a place that we know that's familiar to us, like our home or the gym or something like that, and get really good at controlling those muscles so when we do get out in that crazy world and we have to go change directions, or a dog jumps in front of us, or a car all of a sudden comes up, we're not like losing our balance and falling all over the place, all right? So that also includes kind of getting up and out of your car. That includes getting up and taking a step forward out of bed or out of a chair. Changing directions is one of the hardest things for people to do when they start really losing confidence in their balance because their legs just don't feel like they're working right. Well, it is your legs, like we talked about last time, but there's also another component to balance, and that's what's called your thoracic spine. So it spans from the base of your neck to the bottom of your ribs. And a lot of times when people start to lose confidence in their balance and start to lose walking balance, they get this posture. Whoa, like when am I going to fall? And they're walking like this, and there's not much rotation, and it's just creeping because they don't want to fall down, okay? Where a healthy gait that's not affected by MS, that isn't then weakened by it, walks forward, okay? And there's this counterbalance mechanism that as my left leg comes forward, my right arm goes forward. As my right leg goes forward, my left arm comes forward. And that helps my body balance, which actually helps me stand upright. When I lose the ability to rotate in my mid-back, I start to get this slumpy posture, or we also start to get this forward tip. And then that can really cause problems down here in your low back and your hips. And we don't want that. We got enough to deal with, right? So I want to give you 4 exercises for your mid-back and to improve the mobility and your ability to rotate throughout your mid-back. So first thing we want to do is release the pec minors. These are little muscles which basically run kind of from here to here, and these muscles can cause a lot of problems. So it's kind of like where suspenders or bra straps run. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually take 2 fingers or 3 fingers, and you're just going to massage through that. You will find spots, trust me. There's very few people that I work on that I don't hit this and they're like, oh my God, I want to punch you in the face, right? Don't punch yourself in the face, and don't do it that hard that you want to punch yourself in the face, right? I just want you to do a nice slow release for about 30 seconds, and then do a nice slow release on the other side on 30 seconds, okay? That will get those muscles loosened, that will get those fibers open, and then we can actually get a more effective stretch. So how we stretch that muscle is we find a door jamb, or you can just even do it on the wall, and you're going to put your arm at a 90-degree angle. You're going to step forward. Okay, I'm going to just kind of an angle here. Step forward with your outside leg. Relax your shoulders. Pull your abs in. And then I just want you to turn away. Okay? I don't want to be up here. I want to be nice and relaxed and just turn away. And you should feel that in your pec. You can also do it on something like a door jamb, and you can lean into it a little bit more and start to feel that. So what I want you to do is what's called a dynamic stretch on this. So you go into the stretch. It's a 1, 2, come back. Again, 2, 2, come back, and you're not leaning forward, you're just twisting. 3, 2, come back, and I want you to do 10 reps. Then I want you to just do the same thing on the other side. Come here, put that arm out, 90 degrees, turn. 1, 2, come back, turn. 2, 2, come back, and you should feel real open right there. So once we get those pec minors released, those are muscles that actually pull our shoulder blade up and forward. We want to do an exercise that pulls us back and down, okay? So we're going to put our hips against the wall, and we're going to walk our feet out a little bit. We're going to put our hands up, like an I give up, about at shoulder level. So your humerus, or the upper arm, is level with the shoulder. And then what you're going to do is hold those abs in. Your butt is against the wall, right? And then what you're going to, you got to make this fun, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the muscles underneath your armpit to pull down. You get a 1, 2, come back up, pull, 1, 2, come back up. Now take notice, I'm not trying to pull all the way into my side. You're not going to be able to. Most people can only get to about right here. If you try to pull all the way in, you're going to start pulling your neck up like this and getting in your shoulders, which is a no bueno. So you're going to be here, just feel the muscles in your armpit, come back up, feel the muscles in your armpit, come back up, and that will get you ready to move, right? So we've got this released, we got our lats activated. Now it's time to move that spine. So the thoracic spine has 2 functions. It tips us side to side. So those bones in your spine are made to allow you to tip side to side and also to rotate, okay? So when we walk, they do kind of the same thing, or they do both motions at the same time. So we want to train them to be able to do each independently, so when you start walking, they're actually doing it. So what you do is you kind of get a soft bend in your knees, which means I don't want you this way, I want you sat back this way. So kind of sit down into your hips, kind of like you were either skiing or snowboarding. I don't know if you guys do that, but just kind of sit down like you're trying to brace yourself, okay? So you sit down, you put your hands up like I give up again, and all you're going to do is keep those abs pulled in, let your body tip. Come back up, then do the other side. Let your body tip. Come back up, and you should have most of your weight in your heels as you do this, and you really want to be lightly pulling that belly button in so you're not arching your back. Okay, and you want to think about being in between 2 panes of glass, and you're just like a mime. You're like, hello, right? Back up here, hello. Now you want to keep those arms back. So you see I'm about right here, moving. I'm not forward. I really am sitting back this way, leaning, coming up, and then leaning, coming up. Okay? All right. And then the last exercise that I want you to do is with, you can do it with body weight or you can do it with a weight, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to have your hands right like this, okay? Like you're holding something, like you're holding a football or a basketball, like you're in a chest pass, right? So you hold that, and all you're going to do is you're just going to slightly rotate and maintain that ab being pulled in. Come back to center, slightly rotate, and come back. Now you want to keep your feet flat on the floor, you want to keep those abs in, and you don't want to over-rotate, okay? You just want to kind of, and you want to move your hip as well. So you're going to move your hip with you, come back, move your hip with you. It's not this, okay? You're just moving that hip with you and moving that hip with you. It starts to work on your hip mobility and your dance moves, all right? Now, if you do have a weight, you can use a weight. So this is like a 5-pound weight. You just hold it horizontally. The same thing, you hold it here, and you're going to twist and come back up, twist. So your hips, your ribs, and your chest all move at the same time. Hips, rib, chest, boom. Hips, rib, chest, boom. Or you can do it with, if you have a heavier, like a medicine ball, you can do that as well. Hips, ribs, chest, boom. Hip, ribs, chest, boom. And that'll get you rotating. Okay? So once you have that down and you can actually start moving side to side again and start getting some mobility back side to side, I know that you're really going to start feeling a lot more free when you're walking. You're going to be able to manage those symptoms of balance loss and feeling like you're falling a lot better. Your confidence in your body is probably going to go up. And most people that use these exercises really start to feel more activation in their core and their glutes without really having to do a ton of like crunches and like squats and all that kind of stuff, because the body kind of starts to activate those muscles all at the same time. So these are great exercises. If you're having problems and feel real unstable changing directions, you know, do the ankle stuff, do the knee stuff to get mobility and strength in your lower extremity, and then when you start to get your mid-back moving, then that you're more mobile to start changing directions like this, and you're going to feel a lot more stable and a lot more confident in your body, which is my goal for you, so you don't fear MS, you conquer MS. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next video.